Hey everyone, GamerJlee here, and welcome to another video where today we are talking about the new Halo 5 Guardians update, Ghosts of Meridian, and the preview that was recently released over at Halo Waypoint. And the first thing we actually get to see are the two main armor sets for the update. We have the Dynast armor set, which kind of looks more like, almost like the Arbiter's headdress. If you look at the helmet, it splits apart and then up into like kind of like an emblem, kind of like how the Arbiter has his helmet, or maybe even like kind of like Joel Mandama. But then over on the other side we have the Mark V Alpha Reflex armor set, which honestly I do not like the yellow so much, but I do like the pattern on the actual armor, so this might be one that I check out. But it's kind of interesting being a legendary mythic. So that's one that we're actually going to have to look into. Next up, when we scroll down the screen, we see the Warzone map, Skirmish at Darkstar, which is the next map to be released for Halo 5 Guardians Warzone. Now, I'm big into the Warzone maps, and we don't have enough of them, but I hope that this map's going to really fill that gap that we've been looking for when it comes to Warzone. Because Warzone's actually a fun mode, but the problem is there's not enough maps to compete in. Like, there's just not enough. And hopefully that'll be worth it. Next to that, we have a blurred out image, which I'm hoping is a arena map or maybe even a new game mode more than anything. I really want some new game modes, including zombies. We have the preview for Warzone Firefight, which I don't know if it's going to come this update or another update, so kind of wanting that to show up, or maybe even Race. Like, Race would be another big one with zombies, so that's there. Now, if we go down a little bit more, you'll see that there's some blurred out images, and they've been going on heavy with the blur. I mean, you can't even tell what the things on the left are. In the middle, we have Tartarus's gavel, which is pretty cool. It's pretty different from what all the other grav hammers have been, and I like the little details with the tape around the actual blade and all that, so that's pretty interesting. Maybe this was a, hammer that Tartarus used before he got his giant one from Halo 2. That could be one of the things or something. Then over on the right, we have a couple suppressors that I can tell, and they look pretty interesting as we saw them in the preview for this update. Next up, we have a line of blurred out white skins. Now, you can tell they're like very silver or very white, I can't tell which, but they are rares, and this is kind of something that I wanted to bring up. I would like more skins to be in the legendary / legendary mythic area when it comes to them, and be full sets, not just like the assault rifle and the pistol, because me personally, I like to have the whole set be a legendary of some kind. But moving on from that, we have the two newest vehicles that I'm really excited about, the Hannibal Mantis and the Hannibal Scorpion. Now, these vehicles are very interesting because they are fully equipped with Gauss-like features. Like, the Mantis has a fully automatic Gauss cannon attached to it, from what I'm to understand. And the Scorpion tank, its main head, I believe, is standard, but the machine gun turret is Gauss. So that kind of makes it more useful for having a actual gunner in the Scorpion. Like, before, you would never want a gunner in the Scorpion, because the gunner in the Scorpion is usually useless. But I found that pretty interesting. We also get another look at both the Dynast and the Mark V Alpha Reflex. And finally, to wrap up this update, we have the one emblem that they showed us, the Steak-tacular emblem. Now, back in the day, whenever I was playing Halo 3, I would always be trying to get a Steak-tacular on my opponents and try and be the best I could, trying to get at least 50 over their 25, because honestly I loved collecting those, and the higher that number got, I was kind of like showboated about how big my Steak-tacular streak was over my opponents. So it's a really cool throwback to have this. I really like the design. I think it's going to become a favorite throughout the people that were playing Halo 3 back in the day. I mean, me personally, I think I might use this emblem for a little bit, but here's the thing, I like using my emblem that I currently have. I wish that they would throw out a few more, like some classic emblems that, you could do some real customization to and make those really nice. So, alright everyone, that's going to wrap this up for this preview of the whole update. I hope you guys are excited for the Ghosts of Meridian update. I know I am. I hope that we get to see more of this. I know that we'll be coming in early April, because we did not get an update last month, and I hope that, you know, it lives up to our expectations. But if it doesn't, you know, I'll be there giving you the truth about it. So thank you guys, and as always, GamerJlee signing out.